whatever we study in literature have two parts. One is prose, one is poetry. One is prose and one is poetry. In prose, we have novels, we have articles, we have stories. Some are fictional, some are non-fictional. We have autobiography, we have biography. What else? What? Drama. Good. We have drama. What else? Come on. Yes? Tales. Okay, good. Tales.
Fables.
Epics. What else?
Fables.
Journals. Okay. Journals, etc. Let's consider it as an etc. In poetry, we have poem. Okay. Poem are of different types. One is ballad. Yes. Speak up. You studied ballad. Name any ballad. The Legend of Northland. You studied Alluri. 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 Which poem is Alluri in class 9? You don't know? You don't remember? You don't know. What is Alluri? Alluri is a kind of poetry. Which poem is an Alluri? तुमने बुक पढ़ा होगा, उसका फर्स्ट 2 लाइंस में लिखा है. पढ़ाई नहीं होगा, बस पोएम पे फोकस कर दिए. Okay, there are different types of poem. I'll stop here only. Okay. Whoever write this prose, okay, these people are known as writer, narrator.
Author.
What else?
Author.
Good. Author. Yes.
Journalist.
Writer, narrator, author. Yes. Propounder. Okay. Novels, you understand. Some novels are long stories. Some are horror stories. Some are message giving. Some are informative. Okay. And some are realistic novels. Articles. We write articles or we read articles on the basis of the writer's perspectives. Article. Write an article about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. You write about your ideas and your views. You take some idea and you write own ideas, mixing it up. Third is stories. There are two types of stories, that is fictional and non-fictional. Fictional, it can be called as an imaginative. Imaginative. In Hindi we call it kalpanik. Okay, that is non-fictional, or we call it factual. Non-fictional or factual. If you want to write, you can write. It will be helping in your life, not in exams. Okay, non-fictional, that is factual. The stories which are factual in life. For example, you listen to the story about Akbar and Birbal. Those are the real stories. Those are factuals. Autobiography. Auto, A-U-T-O. Auto means self. And biography. Written about self. is autobiography. An autobiography of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is very good. Wings of Fire. You have a chapter. The chapter name is First Flight, I guess. Two stories about flying. His first flight and Black Airplane. His first flight is a story about a seagull. Seagull is a kind of bird. And another poetry is about the first thing only. That is, it's all connected with Wings of Fire. It is not actually from the Wings of Fire, but it is connected. Both of the things are connected with the Wings of Fire. Because whatever Wings of Fire Dr. Abdul Kalam have written in the Wings of Fire is his total personal experiences. The first thing happened, the first time he sold the newspapers, the first time he collected the tamarind seeds, the first time he sold it, he worked as a newspaper distributor, etc., etc. So those type of things. Autobiography. Auto means self, you understand, right? And biography is written about something or somebody, self-written. Biography. Biography is something which is written by somebody other. For example, if I will write about Ranbir, that will become a biography, not autobiography, because I am writing about him. Have you heard this movie MS Dhoni?
Yes, sir.
उसके नीचे कैप्शन क्या है?
The untold story.
Untold story. यही है ना? हाँ, untold story. Some parts are taken about him. मतलब many of the parts are taken about him, but it is based on the MS Dhoni. That's why it is illustrated that it is about MS Dhoni totally. But some parts are not. Some parts are fictional there. Fictional, imaginative. So that everybody doesn't know the story about MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni knows everything about him. But others don't know. Some part they have to connect it because in order to complete the story. Understood? Autobiography understood? Biography done? Drama. Drama, you have different types of drama. Some drama are, funny. Some are, some are funny, some are message giving, some are illustrative. Illustrative, for example, Ram Leela is an illustrative. कि रावण को कैसे जलाया गया था, कैसे मारा गया था, this and that. Okay? Drama. Not that drama, that din tanana serial वाला वो drama नहीं. That is unnecessary called drama. Okay? It is unofficially called drama. But officially, when we talk about the drama, you have in class 9 also you have drama. Last chapter, If I Were You. That is a drama. There is an act. To drama, it is a Hindi word. It is Hindi word. We call it a act or a play in English. Alright? Next thing is tales. Tales are basically short stories and the long stories. And they give an imaginative views. Sometimes it is factual, sometimes it is fictional. But after reading those tales, you have an imaginative thoughts, imaginative feelings, a kind of respect towards others. Okay? Understanding? Next is epics. Which is the highest epic in the world? Longest epic. Mahabharata is the Mahabharata in English, Mahabharata in Hindi. Mahabharata is the largest epic written in the world. Also Ramayana. Okay? This is journals. Journals you write about your living life. For example, there are 2-3 types of journals. One journal is whatever happened to you. One is kind of diary. But journal में क्या होता है कि what you learn and what you want to convey. That is one journal. And another journal is anything which happened or took place. You narrate it with the evidences and you release it. That is also a journal. Understanding? This second journal depends upon the journalism. Newspaper होता है, अखबार होता है, टीवी होता है, न्यूज़, वो journalism उसके लिए होगा. First वाला journalism है it's just an informative tool. Informative tool because everything cannot be stored in this CPU. Can it be stored? It cannot be stored. So that's why people keep a journal entry in soft media. Computer, soft media. Because these days we are practicing paperless works. Maybe it's currency or the work. Paperless. इसीलिए ऑनलाइन एग्जाम होता है, पता है? ऑनलाइन एग्जाम सुने हो?
Yes, sir.
ऑनलाइन एग्जाम इसलिए होता है so that electricity तो we are generating from different sources, from sunlight, some hydroelectricity and some other minerals we are using and we are producing electricity. But papers are only made of natural habitats, that is bamboo and the trees, right? Right? Somewhere grasses are also used to make the papers. So paper is becoming rare product because after making paper, the natural resources are being exhausted. So with the increase of population, we tend to decrease in the utilization of the resources which are one-time usable resources, which are not non-renewable resources. That's why this soft media has taken places. Did you understand this? Prose? People who write prose are called writer, narrator, author or propounder. There are many more names. Novelist we can say. Okay.
Journalist.
Biographer we can say. Biographer. Journalist we can say. Yeah. Understood? But here poetry only a person who write these all things, no matter whatever types, ballad, allegory, whatever it is, they can only be called as poet. Alright? And this poet is a gender neutral gender in this world. Earlier, we used to call it poet, poet, and poetess, poetess. In class 12, there is a book, Flamingo. Book name is Flamingo. उसका फर्स्ट चैप्टर का नाम है द लास्ट लेसन. अब सोचो, फर्स्ट चैप्टर का ही नाम है लास्ट लेसन. If you turn back the pages, the second last poem is how did my grandmother, something like that, how my grandmother got old, or how did I reach my grandmother. Yes, how did I reach my grandmother. It's a poem. उसमें लिखा है कहीं पे poetess, poetess, अभी भी लिखा है. क्यों लिखा है मैंने कल बताया था, पता? Because अभी मैंने बताया कि poetess और poet नहीं होता है, सिर्फ poet ही होता है. Poetess outdated हो गया. We use only gender neutrality. Gender neutrality means uniform gender. No male, no female, no third gender. ये मैंने कल बताया था. क्या बताया था बताओ? Very good. Textbook analysis. Textbook analysis has not been done by NCERT, National Council of Education, Research and Training, in the guidance of Central Board of Secondary Education. They have not done. And as a result, you will still see the poetess. This is the latest update after 2016 or 17. This is the latest update that we do not have poetess. We have only one gender, that is poet. This proof you will get if you watch a film. That film is based on the army. A lady is there. I forgot the name. I'll tell you the name after a few minutes. There, a lady, first lady Indian Army officer gets into the training. Okay? Concentrating?
Yes, sir.
Understanding? Listening or hearing?
Listen.
Listening or hearing?
Listen.
Good, listen. So that army officer, lady army officer is given a separate room, separate washroom, separate other things. Because she could not be kept with the men's. But she opposes. She said to a junior that, what do you call to the men? He said, Saab. What do you call to me? Main Saab. मुझे एक्स्ट्रा ट्रीटमेंट नहीं चाहिए. If they are officers, I am officer. If they are living in the barrack, I will also live in the barrack. I don't want any special treatment. See, boycott the special treatment. As a result, everywhere now, we follow the gender neutrality. Gender neutrality. Understanding? Gender neutrality follow किया जाता है अभी हर जगह. सिर्फ poet और poem में नहीं. Everywhere. You will see in your life being used. So if we are maintaining in poetry gender neutrality, that is poet, यहाँ पे भी writer ही रहेगा, यहाँ पे भी narrator रहेगा, यहाँ पे भी author, propounder, novelist, biographer, journalist. No extra treatment for females, because it is believed females and the males are equal. We are practicing equal formality. Understanding? And also no extra treatment for the males. अभी कुछ दिन पहले ये बिहार में पंसावली का बात चला था, पता है? सुने हो? In that, government of Bihar has initiated that if a family is having 2 sons and 3 daughters, they are not having 2 parts of their family property. They are having 5 parts of their family property, unless and until those 3 sisters writes and give that I don't have any greed for your property. See, इतना अच्छा कर दिया gender neutrality. Because earlier it was believed that girls get 18 plus, get married, go to another home. This is not your home. Now proudly you can say that this is my home. But you should contribute in that home to make a house home. एक house को home बनाने का तुम्हें help करना चाहिए. Because you studied, no? A house is not a home.
Yes, sir.
You know that evidences and proofs. So you have to work upon it so that you will get the treatment. So till now, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Can we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
All right.